I'm going to show you how to calculate the molar mass for a compound and then use it for a conversion. This is an important task for chemists because when we weigh out masses, we want to make sure we know how many molecules we have. So when we look at this compound, sodium sulfate, we look at it and we know that it has 2 sodium atoms because of this 2 here. It has 1 sulfur and it has 4 oxygens. Now, from the periodic table, the number underneath each of the elements is the weighted average mass, and that tells us how many grams we would need for a particular mole. So we know this is 22.99, this is 32.07, and this is 16. And I'm trying to be consistent with my significant figures here. So when I multiply these out, I get 45.98, I get 32.07, and then 3264.00. When I add all of these up, I end up getting 142.05. Now, the units on this number are grams of this sodium sulfate for every 1 mole of sodium sulfate. Now, once we have the molar mass of this particular compound, we can use it for conversions. So if I were to give a problem where you had 100 grams of sodium sulfate, and we wanted to figure out actually how many moles are there so that we'd know for our particular ratio when we're doing a reaction, we would use this molar mass, but if you'll notice, we have grams in the numerator and we need to have grams in the numerator here. So if we're going to convert this to moles to figure out how many moles or particles are here, we need to flip that over. So we put 142.05 grams of our sodium sulfate on bottom and 1 mole on top. Now, if we put that number into our calculator, we know that it's going to be less than a mole because I need 142 grams to have an actual mole. So I'll write the answer down here. It's 0.704 moles of sodium sulfate. So it's a matter of looking at the formula and calculating what all the atoms' molar mass are, adding them together. That's for every 1 mole. And then if we're starting with grams, we can convert by dividing by the molar mass. The opposite would be true if we were starting with moles and we wanted to convert to grams. We just multiply by this number.